Well, what's the first thing? It's a great earthquake. Look at verse 12. And I looked, and when he opened the sixth seal, behold, there was a great earthquake. And John first notes that this is far more than any of the quakes that will be increasing during the tribulation. Now remember, it says in Matthew 24 that there are going to be an increasing crescendos in Matthew 24:7 of earthquakes. And we have them. I mean, there have been 8 on the Richter and higher earthquakes. And there's thought that maybe at least once, sometimes, some of the largest quakes may have even been higher than some we've had in modern times. But this one is a mega seismos. This is the first of the cosmic quake events that verses 13 and 14 talk about. And this quake signals not only the 6 disasters starting in verse 12 through 17, and by the way, mega and seismos, mega means big or great, and seismos means shaking. So it's a great shaking. Now, it's the earth is shaking, but we see in verses 13 and 14, it's not just the earth, the skies. Everything is shaking in this. This is also, just by itself, the biggest, the strongest, the most powerful quake ever felt by humans on earth. Now think about it. God says, okay, you've ignored me. You've rejected and killed my son. You've denied that I created everything from nothing as I describe it in the Bible. And so you want to know if I'm here or not? And he sends this mega seismos. And God jolts humanity awake to his presence that they so long have ignored and denied. Well, secondly, look at the second part of verse 12. And the sun became black as sackcloth of hair. And what John sees reminds him of sackcloth. Now, sackcloth, remember, they clothe themselves when they're mourning with sackcloth. But this is black, made from the hair of black goats. And so this is very vivid in John's mind. And it portrays the suppression of sunlight by thick, dark clouds during the day. Now, to help you understand this, I want to read to you from an incredible hydraulic engineer who's from Virginia Tech in Blacksburg, Virginia, who was saved and became a creationist. A man who was an expert in his own field in the sciences, who the Lord got a hold of, and he used all that knowledge into creationism. And he actually wrote one of the more fascinating commentaries on the book of Revelation called The Revelation Record by Henry Morris. But this is what Dr. Morris writes, using his understanding of the earth. He says the great earthquake described here for the first time in history is a worldwide quake. We've never had a worldwide earthquake. We've had localized, and if you read Drudge, every time there's an earthquake, he always shows a map of the earth and there's a red dot there. And it's just there. It's not everywhere. This one is everywhere. But Morris goes on to say, seismologists and geophysicists in recent years have learned a great deal about the structure of the earth and about the cause and nature of quakes. The earth's solid crust is traversed with a complex network of faults. Kind of looks like little zipper lines all over that follow these fault lines, if you've ever seen